everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of our brand new podcast or show called The Anti-Bias. With me, as always, got my big mate. In English, his name is Hampo. In Afrikaans, it's Hampo, the man with a million nicknames.
Cheers, buddy. As usual, always lekker to be here.
Yeah, and how lekker does our new logo look? For those who can see it in the background there.
Stunning, yeah.
Hey?
Great job. Stunning.
Great job. New us, new show, new product. Moving a bit away from just giving results and predictions, more into sort of a interactive show, interactive with our viewers going forward. But what opportunity for us, and thanks to the guys from Bits and Pixels to bring us this exceptional production.
100%. Yeah, look, it's a world-class production, and a big thanks from our side as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think something that Bowls South Africa hasn't seen, or Bowls in South Africa hasn't seen. In the past, we basically just covered YouTube. YouTube. Western Province competitions. And now we're going to take a broader look at bowls around South Africa. And it's not going to be posting about the results, as we mentioned. There's going to be some insights. We've taken hands with Grip and Stuff, Sam and Roger Bull and Wayne Roberts, where we'll be doing some nice things as of next week with a coach's corner, where Anneke will be giving us some coaching tips once a week and some other nice productions, if you want to call it that. It will be added into our show or into our program. So if you're watching wherever you are from South Africa, please, if you have a business, reach out to us. We have some nice packages in terms of, not packages, a nice offering for your business. We don't take your money, by the way. So if you want to advertise on our program, reach out to us. Reach out to me on Facebook or to Hampo on Facebook. But talking about Facebook, we've got a brand new Anti-Bias or the Anti-Bias Facebook page.
Correct, yes.
So we encourage everyone watching tonight to please go and like or follow our Facebook page, because in future we'd like to get this off my personal and your personal Facebook page onto something like the Anti-Bias page and then onto YouTube after that. So yeah, I think exciting times was going ahead. Same crew, equally controversial, but we won't be calling Other Oaks Greens cabbage patches again, or we'll just call it unprepared green.
Well, tricky. Call them tricky services.
Okay, so funny lines, or funny speeds. So no more naming anyone's greens cabbage patches or directly taking anyone on in terms of ability or results, or a bit more mellow, but still straightforward to the point.
100%.
I know there's some people out there that probably would be a bit more disappointed when I say that a lot less controversial. But you never know what might happen. Something might irritate me, and not tonight, very calm tonight, but in the future.
You know it goes. The situation deserves it. It deserves it. So let's see how it goes.
My problem usually is I start off slow. And the more I speak about a topic, the more angry I get, and then it's just all hell breaks loose.
Correct, yeah. That's right. Normally I'll phone you the Wednesday to see if you're okay after that.
Yeah, you just check if we
it's all good.
if all good. So I think we left off last season, or let's call it last season, as Chatterbeke Roll, which is now done. But we never finished off the flag in the Muta in Western Province.
Yeah.
So I think only fair for us to start off with the Muta results, final log standings for the Muta. And I think I called it Game Week 1, or before Game Week 1.
Yeah.
Western Province Cricket Club easily winning that actually easy running for them. Even though they lost to, they beat Goodwood just in that last game. Was it 6.5, 5.5, and it went down to sort of the last bowl could have made a difference. But that side was just too much power. We said it from the start. Claire Moe, Colleen Bryant adding to that side, young Michelle Reynolds. That side was just way too good.
Yeah, very well rounded and balanced side, wasn't it? I mean, like you said, 7 points clear at the end there, so big well done to them.
Yeah, I think if you have to point out the 2 or 3 disappointing sides for you, if you look at that log, that you'd say didn't perform all that well.
I think I was definitely Goodwood would be up there, the Goodwood ladies, but with the quality that's there, and when you look at that, the provincials ladies side that performed recently, yeah, they'll also be disappointed with their season. The fact that they didn't bring it a little bit closer there. I mean, they were 9.5 points behind the winners,
Yeah.
So they wanted to be closer than that. And then after that, I would say from the start of the season, what we would have called would have been Durbanville, the Durbanville ladies, So Edgemead and Constantia had a really good season, finishing second and third there, but I don't think we probably would have called that start of the season, would we? In terms of what it was 1, 2, and 3.
No, so I mean, I've heard the whispers about the Edgemead girls saying I've insulted them because I called them grubby.
No, they didn't quite understand that.
They didn't quite understand the term grubby, so someone went and Googled it and said it means weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean weird at all. In the cricketing terms where me and Hangpo come from,
Yeah.
grubby actually means gritty, like they're fighters, they've got big heart, they play hard, hard to beat. So it was actually meant as quite a compliment. So if you are offended about me calling you grubby, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
So yes, we did say they're a tricky side, and most weeks I looked at their fixtures, I go, nah, no chance. And due to their grubbiness, if you want to call it that, they actually came up and then they've done quite well.
Correct, yeah.
I know someone came and boasted me and said, hey, look, we finished second. I said, look, there's only 3 places that matter in the Premier League. It's who wins it and the 2 that's going down. But well done. And it is an achievement for them. So it was sort of just a tongue-in-cheek remark I made, but it does matter, and they did very well.
Yeah, correct.
I think, again, Durbanville very disappointed in their performance. They were looking good up until like 3 games to go. They basically added 1 and then slipped up.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be disappointed in that. Constantia finishing 3rd. What a push at the end. I mean, a mixed bag of results.
Yeah.
They did quite well. And then Paulsmoor and Helderberg going down.
Yeah.
Now, Helderberg goes down directly. Paulsmoor actually has to play a...
Promotion relegation, yeah.
But we don't know if Paulsmoor going to stay open.
Correct, yeah.
If I hear the serious rumours doing the rounds, it seems like they're not going to be playing that playoff game.
Yeah.
And that the club's actually going to close, sadly. And that means probably whoever has to play them goes up automatically.
Yeah, would be, yeah. You think so?
But one of the fairy tale stories coming out of Paulsmoor this year is obviously Sam that's playing again.
Yes.
Sam Olivier. So hopefully she continues and
Correct, John.
and joins the club and gets back into it, because
where is she going to join? Is she going to continue? Yeah?
is she going to play? Is she not going to play? So I think that's interesting.
Well, from our side, Sam, we really hope you do continue and carry on playing.
Yeah, she's a top player. She was a top player.
Yes.
Everyone said she was outstanding. Whoever played against her said she was outstanding in Muter. So we hope that she can actually, come back full time and say, listen, I want to do this. Western Province needs her as well.
Yeah.
Ladies needs her.
Sure.
It's a bit of youth coming back and coming through that already young side. So a bit more competition for places in that A side.
Youth and experience. Eh?
Youth and experience. I mean, she was a junior Protea. So Sammy, if you're listening, if someone's listening that knows Sam, please tell her. We're very happy to have her back, and we hope that continues.
Continues, yes.
All right, I think that wraps us up for the Muter.
Yeah.
Let's go to the flag.
Kevin's favorite word. See what? Seagulls! See what? Seagulls!
And there you have it, ladies and gents. The Seagulls of Glen, the champions of 2026 Muter season. And if you see in that video, what a happy bunch.
Yeah.
You know, if you in the beginning, I said, look at them, they're going to be a side to reckon with. And if you look at the games they won, you know, I see results here 11, 9, 10, 11, 9.5, 11.
Yeah.
That's not all their victories. They had another 6.5, 5.5 against Goodwood. But when they won quite comfortably. And when they lost, it was a close result. And I tipped Edgemead to win in the beginning, and I was quite happy that they didn't win, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I was happy for the Glen to win it.
Yeah.
But one thing that's quite concerning, if you look at these logs, is the gap between the top three and the rest.
Yeah. Great.
There's a massive difference in points from third at 76.5 to fourth at 59.5.
Yeah. No, true.
And there shouldn't be that big difference in Premier League when it comes to.
Yeah, and it normally isn't like that. I mean, when I've done a quick calculation, so the Glen winning at 76.5 points, that's given them an average of 8.5 points. That's a whole point more than what's happened the last 3-4 seasons, if you think about it.
Yeah, I think when we won it at Goodwood in 2024
like 7.2 points
or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we averaged 7.6 or 7.7 per game. I mean, that's a whole point, as you said, per game more.
Yeah.
Does it have something to do with 6 home games? We don't know. We're not taking it away from you, Glen boys. We just having an honest conversation.
Yeah,
You've done the business when you needed to do the business, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, when the wind blows at the Glen, it's not really a home surface, and they had a couple of windy days, but you can't take it away from the boys. Last year they finished top 3, so they showed that they've got the medal, and this year they brought it home. So well done, boys.
And well done to them, because if you see, I think 4 years ago they got relegated, and they came back up, and they got Choppy to go there, and Junaid, and built a bit of a side around, and Big G, Gareth Rosley, and they built a bit of a side around that. And at the end of the day, look at that, 3 years later, 4 years later. I mean, when we played them 3 years ago, it was a tough game, the rained out game. I didn't play Premier League last year. I don't know how they were last year, but I mean, those youngsters with the addition of Kevin Campbell, the legend, Kevin Campbell, I think that might have just rejuvenated or re-energized his career. They've just added 10 years to his life, pal, or his bowling career.
No, for sure.
Because if you go look back at what they had over the last 10 years, maybe not so much. And now there's energy. You've got Choppy there with a lot of energy. You've got the Colonel there, a lot of energy. You've got Vickers and Gerard there, a lot of energy. And there's guys that I don't want to say you can groom, because it's not the way. I mean, you can bring them through the sport and teach them and guide them through his experience and make them better players. So what an honor and a privilege to have someone like that in your setup, and that's available regularly.
Yes,
I think he missed one game.
He did, yeah, and that might have been I think it was a game they lost.
No, it's when they played at Durban or.
But you know what? I think later in the show we're going to touch on something similar. But if they had a plan, they executed the plan. It took them 2 to 3 seasons, 4 seasons, and it's worked and it showed. So well done.
So your biggest disappointments here?
I'm gonna go. I'll go with my home club. I thought, I didn't play every game, but that doesn't mean that's why they finished where they did. Constantia would definitely be disappointed with where they finished up. They definitely would have been happy with the top 3 start of the season. Durbanville, you guys were my pick. Till the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we had one little slip up against Goodwood.
Yeah,
where the last bowl each way could have gone a bit different, So
for me, I think those two, Edgemead and Constant. Funny enough, your club and my club.
No, I think for me the big disappointment this season was Somerset West.
Okay.
That the inform 4 coming into flag, and they started off like a house on fire, got a full 12 points, full house. and it's never kicked on from there.
Yeah, they
So-
went from winning big to losing big. They
Yes,
was
yes. So
close
I
to
think
it,
for me, they were a bit of a disappointment. And then obviously my boys at Plumstead.
yeah.
But if you look at the Plumstead side, which is quite interesting, if you look at the bottom two, there was only a half a point in who's getting straight relegated and who's playing the playoff.
Correct.
So Plumstead's actually playing the playoff against, or the promotion relegation game against Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch, correct. Yes.
And there's rumours Hartsey is trying to get his membership going again to play in that game. So
In the dream alive.
keeping the dream alive. So apparently he's been asked to get back in. I don't know because he never played a game for them. If that's possible. But he was up and down on the Western Province Committee this week. So was I,
Okay.
for different reasons.
All right.
So yeah, the dream's still alive there for the Plumstead boys.
Yeah. Right, sure. If they can
Dream's still
survive,
alive.
if they can survive. I mean, they were the scary one to play at first.
They
half of the
were,
season.
they were. And good news for the Plumstead crew. Daryl Thorburns looking for a club. So at one stage, he was the second best skip at Mowbray after Berkey. And hey, there's a player waiting to get signed for you for next season, guys. You're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Who's outnumbered then, men or women at Plumstead?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but Daryl will be a great addition. It's close to home. Premier League. You must say he can play in the Premier League.
No, for sure. Deserves a shot.
Of course. I mean, it's an easy in. I can't believe they haven't signed his form yet. I paid his subs on their behalf. Okay, he has to wait now a little bit. I won't say too much about that.
Sure.
But
Next week's news.
next week's news, but you'll have to wait a bit. But surely the Plumstead Oaks will grab me with open arms.
Let's open the gate for him, please.
Yeah, give him a remote. That sorts out one disciplinary at least if he has a remote. But yeah, I think all in all, Flag and Mute in general, we discussed it in the first week and sort of touched on it every week. I hope next year we see more double headers. I quite enjoy the double header day where you can go finish it in 5 weeks. You can't get neutral venues because it's going to be tough to get neutral venues. But double header, I think, was an absolute success. One thing we'll encourage them again is to relook at the way they do the draw. I think the draw is not done in the right manner, in the right way.
100% agree.
And we actually had an invite from Nico Taljaard or a query to say, can they come do the draw live on our show next year with love? Happy to have you. I don't know if that was a sarcastic.
Do we get input on how the draw's done beforehand, or
Probably not.
okay? Well,
But if it's just the same way, there's no way, there's no reason to drive all the way to our
we
studio
know
in
now what's going to
Durbanville.
happen. Yeah.
But if it's done differently next year, then happy to have you and Paulina come and do the draw. Maybe they even let you pick a draw name at that, Tampa, if you're lucky.
Okay. Yes.
If you're lucky. So yeah, I think the draw is important. Next year is something to look at.
Yeah. And it's not just us saying that. It's some of the old kings in the game who've agreed with us there.
Yeah, Trish Stein, she's the one that said, guys.
And an Oftas agreed with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I think the only people that don't agree with us is the guys in power.
Yeah.
Because it's not the idea.
True.
Are we allowed to say that? Same fun we said, eh?
Well, people don't like
Yeah,
us.
it's okay. No one likes to be criticized in the job they do. Something that I've keep on telling myself is that we're all volunteers. No one gets paid to do it. And thank goodness there's someone doing it. But also a friend of mine once said that don't worry about the guy that's been asked to be on the committee. Worry about the guy that puts his hand up and said, I want to be on the committee, because that's the problem, not the guy that they've been begged and pleaded.
It's usually a second or third year novice that does it.
Yeah, bowls is a silly game. It's the only game in the world where a beginner can be an expert. A novice can be an expert. Yeah. But we love it,
Can
don't
walk
we?
away and say beat Jerry at the Nationals. And
it's not. I'm not talking about just that. I mean, a novice can be a level 3 coach.
Not true, yeah.
So now you've got a novice. He's like second year novice, but he's a level 3 coach. He can coach district level. Silly game we love.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think that wraps us up for the flag season. Again, well done to Glenn. I think you made a lot of people happy, and you could see just in that video they showed us a happy bunch, and well done, guys, to you.
Cheers.
I kept on saying edge meat. I kept on saying edge meat, and it wasn't edge meat. It was you guys. So well done.
And just on that as well, before we finish on that, so between myself and you, we actually had a much better showing in terms of our predictions this season than we did last season.
Yeah, the first season we were poor.
Very poor.
But we started off poorly.
Very poor, yeah.
I think we finished off with about 70%.
And that double-header weekend, we were super poor, but
Yeah, I was 50% because I got hit hard in the morning and I failed in the afternoon. But I think we stopped with about a 70% average, both of us, around
Yeah,
about
that was
there.
close to, yeah.
Close to 70, 75%, which is a lot better than the 50% average that we had year one.
Correct.
When everyone laughed at us about our predictions.
What do they know?
What, you know. But yeah, that wraps up flag.
Yep.
Up next, we're just going to show you a quick video on the PBA and the Fairtree Cup, and then we'll have a quiet discussion about that.
100%.
What an event, Dampo.
Oh, totally.
Starting off with the PBA, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Seeing the best talent around South Africa, most of the best talent
Yeah.
around South Africa on these greens at Durbanville.
Yeah, look, again, was privileged to be, fortunately not playing in it this year, but got lots to do before I can get there now with the way the criteria is. But a magic, you know, everything from the surfaces to everyone organising it to you guys in the commentary. It was just an unbelievable weekend. If anyone who didn't actually come down and experience, everything that was available from the wine tent in the corner to everything that was going on in the bowls and display, you missed out. It was proper. It was magic.
Yeah, and I think a fitting finals day. If you look at the standard of the games, the semi-finals and the singles, Billy versus Anneke was an incredible game, high standard.
Yeah.
Brad versus Wayne Roberts, Wayne Ritmiller, not so much, but just because Wayne Ritmiller was just that good. And in the pairs final, there was a chance for Jerry in the end, for Jerry and Mo, but Wayne Roberts and Colleen pulling that one through at the end. And an incredible final, and I'm not saying it because Anneke is my wife. I'm just saying what a game of bowls in that final here on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, so we unfortunately missed the Saturday. I got asked to play in a men's day, which it's always good playing in those now and again, out at Mowbray, and we cut DSTV completely, and we put that game up on the screen in the club, and there was about 40 to 50 men there watching it. It sounded like it was a Springbok rugby game. It was unbelievable. It was great to watch.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook on the Henselite SA group, or Facebook group as well. I saw they had the game up in their bar as well.
Yeah.
Obviously cheering Wayne because that's his home club.
Yes.
So yeah, I think great. I think one thing I'm a bit disappointed in is the Western Province or the Western Cape bowlers.
Okay.
It's such an event, and it's not only for the players. It's for the crowd. It's set up for people to come and enjoy the experience. There was a wine tent. There was entertainment, and disappointing to say. Other clubs hosting events on the same weekend. We're not saying don't have your fundraisers, but what a time
To support
to,
something.
to support something like that, the biggest tournament outside of the SA Nationals in South Africa.
Yeah.
And disappointed in the general Western Province bowler, to be quite honest. There was a novice tournament on at one of the clubs, and yes, novices would prefer to play, but the value they would have had to come and watch the standard of play here
Yeah.
and actually see where they aspire to be. I think they missed out on something.
Yeah.
I think they missed out on opportunity. Because this year was really, there was a lot of emphasis on people that's going to come and watch.
Yeah.
If you think about how packed it was on the Friday after the provincials final, during the provincials final, how packed this place was. Okay, there was a lot of players as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, some of the players this year also didn't honor the sponsors and the invite and weren't even here during the finals day, which is quite sad for me. To be part of this event, you want to show support.
Yeah.
You want to be here. You want to thank the sponsors for having this. Even though you had to pay to play, you got an invite from the sponsors to be here.
Correct.
Whether you qualify or not, it's still an invite from the sponsor.
Yeah.
And not arriving as a player during finals day, I don't think that's the right way to go about it. The district players, I mean, we had tabs here at Durbanville, unfortunately. There was like 4 inches of tabs. I couldn't believe it. On the sea, I couldn't believe it. So it's not just pointing fingers. It's there was guys from our club that didn't watch, and I wish I could name them by name because they're the same guys as after their tabs game went and enjoyed the free wine at the wine tent.
Yeah.
You know, so not even supporting the week, but you enjoy the free wine. I mean, that's not on. It's
No,
like I almost had a heart attack. But
And going back to the players, I mean, if you think about it, if you were that player that actually got through and made the finals, what would you want? You'd want the other guys to stay behind and shout for you and whistle and,
of course,
hands and all that kind of
because
things.
I mean, there was a nice little crowd out here. Don't be mistaken. There was a nice little corner section going here, and it was the game deserved the quality of the game deserved
More.
a packed house, a full house,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
So disappointed in that. But doesn't take away of the prestige of the tournament. I think it was incredible. I think the streaming of Noel was incredible. The addition of Jason Parkinson in our commentary was, and as an announcer, and sort of learned so much from him.
Yeah.
And the asset he was to the tournament, the way he spoke and the way he did prize giving, just added to the production. So Noel, if you're listening, 50% of that paycheck must go to Jason. And then obviously, you had the big bad sheriff the sheriff was in town.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on air, but I see his losing streaks continuing since the PBA. He played a couple of games in Aussie and lost as well. So maybe the Durbanville Greens weren't too good for him. But what an experience to see the guy live on our greens.
Sure, we've watched him for years and years and years on YouTube and other streaming things and what a magic guy. There's not one arrogant bone in his body for who he is and everything. He's just absolute magic human being.
Yeah, and there's a little rumor doing the rounds, Amper, that you were his favorite person he met in South Africa because you're the most non-Australian he's ever met.
Well,
I'm just quoting his words.
okay, all right, appreciate that.
He liked you
He's definitely the best Aussie I've met.
because you met him in South Africa. You had to meet him in Aussie. Different
I've
story.
known a few Aussies in my life, but he's number one.
He did say we need to dial him in one day to come on the show and
We'll do that.
we'll phone him up one day. Well, it'll have to be our morning, so it'll have to be pre-recorded for us,
yeah.
so we can actually
We'll get him on and have a chat. Yeah.
get him on, have a chat. And then going to the second part of that weekend, we're going into the Fairtree Cup. What an absolute incredible event.
That was that first of its kind. It was magic. I really enjoyed it. I was here for most of the day and it was brilliant.
For me, that was the highlight of the weekend. just to see that standard of bowls. Neil Burkett bringing back the 1996 form,
Yeah.
or 1994 form, incredible.
Taking no prisoners on the youngsters.
Oh, listen. So the day before, Neil Burkett says to me, Morne, I'm playing second in the triples and Sheriff is skipping and Annika is leading. I said, oh, well, Burkey, I mean, when last did you play middle pip? He says, well, a couple of years ago, they made Sheriff play middle pip in the 2-bowl chips because because he draws so well. I said, Burkey, you're speaking to the wrong guy. I'm just the MC. If you want to, you need to speak to your team captain. He said, no, I'm just mentioning it because he went and skipped the fours, but when he played triples, he was playing middle pip. I said, Burkey, I know what you're trying to say. I said, but I've got no say. So Berkey was trying to wangle him to go skip and Sheriff to go at second.
Yeah.
Berkey in the pairs was incredible. Berkey in the singles was absolutely incredible. Team Jerry Baker versus Team Johan du Plessis, or Team JDP versus Team GB. What a day, what an event. And I think a fitting finish came down to sort of the second last game to share the points. And we were looking forward to a share points because then we would have had a 1-ball shootout per coupling. And I can only see that go from strength to strength, that Ryder Cup format.
Yeah.
And well done to Bresler and Lombard and Andre Barnard for setting up this incredible event, the PBA and the Fairtree Cup, all the work they've done, all the time spent, all the money spent. Well, most importantly, the money spent, because without the money, there is no PBA. And a big thanks from all bowlers in South Africa. Not everyone can play in this event, but guys, look out in your districts. There will be some qualifiers, a lot more qualifiers this year than last year for next year's one. So win the qualifier, it's automatic entry into the PBA. Yeah. So go enter those qualifiers. It also counts every time you enter a qualifier and you do well, it counts towards your PBA ranking points. And you can actually go see your PBA ranking on the PBA Bowlsmaster app, the new look PBA Bowlsmaster app. It's changed from the Fairtree Bowlsmaster app to the PBA Bowlsmaster app. So enter those qualifiers because you get the opportunity to play. There's people that played here this weekend or last weekend that won qualifiers and they actually didn't look too bad. A guy like Ruan Stone narrowly missing out on these singles, narrowly missing out on the pairs. Qualifiers matter. I mean, if Ruan won his section, he probably has an automatic entry. So go win your qualifier and come in play. There is rumours that next year might be 128 players, 64 invited, plus a pairs partner. So there might be some changes coming, and I can guarantee you we'll be the first to let you know how the changes will happen next year, because we'll be the channel, I'm sure, where the news will break through.
Should we help the viewers sort of just understanding the exact criteria behind how you qualify outside of winning a qualifier, but how you build up PBA ranking points? Is it similar to how you get picked into a Western Province side on record or something like that? Or
so it wasn't. Yeah. There was a PBA ranking just on PBA performances. So you would have had to play PBA before.
Okay.
So there were certain points from where you finish that gave you a PBA ranking that then got you invited.
Sure.
So from a qualifier or from actually playing in the main qualifier, the World Bowls Tour qualifier at Durbanville. But I think that's changing. I'm speaking under correction, but I think that's not going to go according to your rank on the PBA Bowlsmaster app.
Okay. All right.
There's always certain people that will be stay invited because I think there's certain criteria, maybe last 16 in the singles, or that's
okay.
That's the organisers' prerogative how they want to do that. But I think that's sort of how it works.
Okay.
And then ranking after that.
Cool.
But yeah, we encourage you to go play in those qualifiers next year. Quick touch up here on the IDs, the interprovincials.
Provincials, yes.
We're not going to spend too much time on it because we've all seen it over social media. But I'm going to start with the veteran ladies. Southern Free State winning gold, Western Province winning silver, and the bronze medals Eden and Eastern Province. In the veteran men, Eden winning gold, silver JBA, bronze Boland and Eastern Province. In the B ladies, JBA winning the gold, Port Natal silver, and then bronze Western Province and Sables. And I'll tell you what, very surprised. And eat your words. That's what they say. So I didn't think the Western Province ladies side was going to perform all that well out there, and I am pleasantly surprised. I love being proven wrong, and they've proved me wrong. Not that they probably went out to prove me wrong, but well done to the Western Province ladies side for winning bronze. I think it's an exceptional.
Yeah, they've medalled a good couple of years in a row now. Maybe not the same side every time, but
I don't think they medalled last year.
Was it not last year? No? Okay.
Then, but well done to you, Western Province ladies. In the B men, a tight final, JBA winning gold over Western Province and Boland sneaking in for a bronze with Eastern Province. In the open ladies, Sables won gold and BGN won silver. Western Province bronze, unlucky for them. And JBA I also think will also feel a bit unlucky with their bronze.
How good is the ladies bowls in that Sables district at the moment?
Yeah, very good.
Bunch
of youngsters.
They're on a hot streak at the
They
moment.
are on a hot streak. So I predict Sables and Western Province to rule the roost over the next 10 years. And then in the open men's, I'm going to start off with bronze, Eastern Province in Eden, and silver Ekurhuleni, and then the final, the gold medalist for the 4th year running, JBA.
JBA, yeah.
And let's talk about this JBA side. We can say, look at that. If you see on the screen now, showing up 4 fingers. Why is that, Ampo?
4 back-to-back.
4 back-to-back. And what can we do, other districts do to challenge that? They just seem to have everything in place and everything set up to just perform, and they're getting better each year.
So for me, look, we've gotten to know, a lot of the guys a lot better than what I do. So the last couple of years, I've been privileged to get to meet quite a few of the guys that play for JBA and get to know them. I just get this absolute sense of just comfort, like when they're with each other on the green, when they're playing, how things are run in the district, how the sides are picked. I'm sure a lot of them play together a lot in a lot of different things all the time, so they know each other in and out really, really well. And you just get this sense there that they're absolutely trusted by whoever's running the show and selected them as well. They're picking the same guys year in and year out, regardless of age. If you're good enough, you make it. And they've already got that backing and that trust and feel, and that mental side of it makes such a difference to how they play on the green, let alone that they are very, very, very good bowlers and talented and quality. Some of them have been playing for Yonks, and then you've got newer players that are coming through now that are just as good. It's just a system that is so rock solid right now and is working, and it's not up and down, and there's no nerves. There's no feeling like, am I going to make it this year or whatever, because there's probably that conversation had a year or so before that. But the system is just run the best that I think you can find in the country, and I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the 3 new additions to the sides, Aiden de Smit, Johan van der Walt, and Wayne Ritmiller. Wayne Ritmiller played in the B side last year after winning silver at the SA Masters.
Yeah.
Shows you the depth they've got. And do you know how many trials they've had? 0. 0 trials.
Great.
We start here in August and July with 64 people and trim it down.
You bowl into circles and rings and over mats and all kinds of things. And
you test someone in the off season
yeah,
that needs to go perform for you in March.
Yeah, in the middle of winter.
Yeah, so they've got it spot on. They don't look at age. They look at record, and then I guess maybe an input about compatibility. But I think these guys are so professional that compatibility doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's just get on. We as a group of 9, because you have to take the manager into consideration, is there to do a bloody job. And if I don't like you on the green, I don't like you, but we still do the job. We leave it off the green.
Yeah.
We pick it up later, or we pick it up when we get back to Joburg. I don't know if that's the case, but that's just how professional they are. And I just think we as individuals, not only Western Province, around the country, the individual needs to start being better. The individual needs to start putting time in, more time in. So the standard can lift within your district or within your club and then your district. So you can actually compete with these guys. Because I can tell you there's a string of 5 Oaks that can walk in there, straight swaps, and they also win gold. There's a lot to be done into districts from other districts to actually go and compete. Look, you can beat them once, but you're not going to beat them, might be once, you're not going to beat them 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, and they've shown that they play all over the country. They go on the Eastern Province, they come here to Western Province, they still win gold, regardless of how we spoke about wind or anything like that. Okay, that week wasn't that case. It was ridiculous heat, but they just get it together and they still come out.
I think those days of them not being able to play, if you say coastal or inland sides, not being able to play and win, those days are gone. They won a gold in PE, the Windy City.
We forget that there's summers, there's so much rain there as well, and their greens must get quite close to what we used to on as well when they're playing in summer. So yeah.
No, what an absolute outfit that they've got there. I mean, Jason Evans, Heinz Schlisser, Jerry Baker, Victor, Wayne Ritmiller, Sean Thomas, Mr. Bowles, Johan van der Walt, and Aiden de Smit with their...
And the confidence they got in each other as well. You go missing with 2 balls, okay. Sean behind you.
Yeah, someone will sort it out. Someone will sort it out.
Yeah.
No, what an incredible feat for them. I think their B-side also, congratulations to their B-side as well. They've also done 4 in a year.
I was going to say, no, so they've looks like where they've gone. So the only where they haven't medalled is the women vets.
Yes, the women vets.
There.
Yeah, they got gold in the men A, gold in the men B, gold in the women B, bronze in the open ladies A. The men's vets got silver, and then the ladies didn't do too well. But I mean, it just shows you the strength.
Yeah.
I said to someone one day, do you want to know what's happening in JBA and their setups? And this person said to me, no, why do I care? That's why you care, pal. That's exactly why you care.
I heard some comments while standing on the balcony when they called him up at the presentation. I'm not going to say who it was and from what district they were, and they basically just the census was like so sick of JBA now. Well, take that as a compliment, JBA.
No, take that as a compliment, JBA, and let that, whoever said it, let that motivate you to get your bum on the green and actually become better so you can go and compete and actually medal.
Yeah.
So, no, we're not sick of you, JBA. We actually enjoy seeing you perform, and we enjoy your professionalism, and we enjoy your domination. It's something to behold. I don't know, I haven't seen the side dominant like that in how many years, and well done to you. Don't let the naysayers get you down.
United,
like the old Man United, like in the 90s. We're getting to the end of our show, Ampo, and like always, I'd just like to thank our mate, old Joffy.
Yeah.
Joffy, thanks to you, we can have 1 or 2 more of these. Joffy, one for the road. Joffy, we'll be in touch next week about a couple of things with you, but thank you for your support, and thank you for joining this new venture with us.
And for those of you who maybe might be watching the show for the first time tonight, possibly just to explain what Joffy does. If you're out and about at a bowling club or golf club, rugby club, wherever you are, and you've had a few and it's spontaneous and you're having a good time and you don't want to let the evening go, you give Joffy a call, get all their WhatsApp
The call center.
They come out and fetch you, they follow you home, drop you off safely, and away you go.
Yeah, it's like it's a drive assist. So one guy drives your car, another one follows. And the good thing about One for the Road, it's not only in Cape Town.
You're correct, yeah.
So if we've got viewers from wherever in the country, you can use One for the Road. Go to their website. We'll post their number in the anti-bias comment section on our Facebook page. So guys, please remember to like and follow Anti-Bias or the Anti-Bias on Facebook. We'll share that detail with you later as well. And thank you very much, Joffy. Thank you very much again, Bits and Pixels. I think next week might be an interesting one, seeing that the Masters names have come out, and we can chat maybe about the Masters, the Juniors, and the Invitational and the Open, and probably have to watch what I say. Do you agree? Nah. You did say, so I thought maybe...
And again, if I could just touch on what you started with companies approaching us, for us making mention of them on the show and all that kind of thing. I think let's keep this game true to what it's always been, is we look after each other as brothers, in business and on the green and as people and that kind of thing. So we want to do that for you guys as businesses, and so yeah, give us a shot. And
as Amper said, bowlers looking after bowlers.
Yeah.
So exciting next week, gripping stuff with the gripping stuff, Coach's Corner with Anneke. And I spoke to Sam this afternoon and she said, listen, well, no, you won't believe it. We're not just doing grip anymore. We've got mats. We've got chalk. Called chalking stuff. They're going to bring out shirts. They're going to bring out caps, merchandise. Nice. And it's not only for bowls. So we will share more of that detail with you next week and maybe throughout the week on our anti-bias page with contact details and those sort of things. But for now, Hampo, you playing in the Easter Classic tomorrow at Constantia?
Saturday.
Or is it Saturday? We're flying to Joburg tomorrow to play in the Henslight Easter Classic.
Yes.
And may you play well.
Thanks, my brother.
May you enjoy. One for the road Saturday and Sunday.
100%.
There we go. We will see you next week, Friday, 6 o'clock. Thanks, Ampy.
Cheers. Thanks, buddy. Always good.